Ticket to big weather events, and we do have more rounds of rain. And as we were telling you on Saturday, flooding is going to be the biggest issue. We do have the threat for severe weather, but we've already had reports of people clinging to trees. They were able to get away and get out of the waters, but that was just a report that was relayed to me from our own Brian Emfinger up here along the Pig Trail, northwest Arkansas. This is simulated high-resolution radar, and I'm recording this at 9 o'clock, and you see the rain in eastern Oklahoma, and there are a few severe thunderstorm warnings with that, and that is projected. We'll take this into later this morning to lift up towards the northeast, according to this high-resolution data by noon. So much of central, southern, and eastern Arkansas may have a little period of dry weather with some redevelopment starting around noon, but this seems to want to weaken as it moves off towards the east. Now, again, I'm recording this at 9 o'clock, and the Storm Prediction Center may issue a severe thunderstorm watch. They mentioned a tornado or two, but I think mainly heavy rain, and there could be a severe thunderstorm warning out of that for western Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on that, of course, throughout the day. Some scattered showers, but look what happens. I think this computer model has a really good handle on it. Late this afternoon, another round, and this one comes into western Arkansas around 6 o'clock this evening. Again, this is simulated radar from a high-resolution model. It's never absolutely perfect, but I think it's on to the next round here at 8 o'clock. And if this verifies, you got to remember this area of the state has seen several inches of rain already. And this is just not good. A serious flooding situation could develop. And if this is at 8 o'clock at night, it's getting dark out, and it's almost completely dark. And water covering the roads. You can't judge the depth of the water, and that's just it's a recipe for some really bad news in western Arkansas. So we urge people, turn around, don't drown, don't drive into areas where water covers the road. Look at that. Again, 9 o'clock, you're still seeing some very heavy rain. There could be a severe thunderstorm or two, and I expect to see some severe thunderstorm warnings along that line. The tornado threat, as I'll show you in just a little bit, is on the low side. This is a high-resolution model that only goes out to 15 hours, and this is at 10:30. Again, it will not be perfect, but it's got the heavy rain and thunderstorms edging a little bit closer into central Arkansas. Now, as far as the flash flood potential, again, it's there, and there's the flash flood watch, which is in effect. This is again as of 9:05, flash flood watch for all of Arkansas except for Ashley and Chico County, an additional 1 to 3 inches or more. And these are some flood warnings that are in effect here for northwestern areas of Arkansas. How much more rain? I think this computer model is being a little conservative. This is through Tuesday, and most of this will fall today and tonight. It's showing an additional 1 inch in Little Rock. I think 1 to 3 across western Arkansas. I think there will be some additional higher amounts than that. Now, what about the severe risk? Much of the state has a slight risk for severe weather. That's on the low end. So the overall severe weather risk, we're talking about tornadoes, wind, and hail. The overall risk is categorized as slight. There's a little bit higher potential that's enhanced across southwestern Arkansas and the Arklatex, Texas, and southeastern portions of Oklahoma. So this is something new. If you watched my blog video yesterday that I'm doing here, I'm categorizing the tornado threat in 3 or 4 categories: low, medium, high, and extreme. And this tornado threat later today and tonight would be categorized as low. You can't rule one out. Yesterday we had several tornado warnings. I don't have any verification of a tornado in southern Arkansas. We err on the side of caution, but those storms the rotation was not all that significant on radar. But they can cause some damage, and that's why we were on the air. Severe wind threat, we're talking about 58 miles per hour or greater. That's a little elevated, and I think that's with these thunderstorms, and that's the other added element to all this, is the fact that if you get these torrential rains and then you get some gusty winds and you get severe winds, you could have trees topple easily because the ground is saturating. There could be a few more power outages than what you would normally expect in this type of situation because of those two factors coming together. So there is that medium threat for severe wind, and that includes much of Arkansas. Now, when we look at severe hail, that's 1 inch in diameter or greater. So those are the two components which make a severe thunderstorm. Of course, hail 1 inch in diameter or 58 mile per hour winds or greater. That's a medium risk for much of the state, but maybe a little bit higher risk for some severe hail. Again, and the other thing I need to stress, this is where thunderstorms do occur. So if there's a thunderstorm in that orange shaded area, you have a high risk for seeing some severe hail in that. So there's a very good chance that there's going to be hail 1 inch in diameter or greater in those sections of the state. So that front comes into the state, and the severe risk on Monday is going to be slight. As we said, the focus on Monday will be eastern and southern Arkansas and an enhanced area along the Mississippi River from Phillips County northward up into Mississippi County, an enhanced area. So I think we're done for the most part with the severe weather on Monday, but we will still be watching carefully eastern and southern Arkansas, but I think the worst of it will be east of the state. So there you have it. Wow, Mother Nature just, whew. Let me see if I can pull up radar. And I can. This is a radar scope, and you see this is as of 9:08, and this is the you see there's a severe thunderstorm warning. These green outlines, those are flash flood warnings that are in effect. But this is moving towards Arkansas, and there's a few scattered showers, Logan County, but this is some very heavy rainfall. One of the things I can do here. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Storm total accumulation. This is out of the Fort Smith radar, and I don't think you can see the scale, but this is a radar estimating how much rain, and you see just in the past, this is storm total since this all started here in northwest Arkansas. Look at that corridor. That's indicating anywhere from about 4 to 7 inches of rain. So you get more rain on that. It's just bad news. Let me see if I can switch to the Shreveport radar, and we can look at that's here southwest Arkansas. Boy, that from near Arkadelphia westward, those amounts are in excess of 7 inches of rainfall, according to the Doppler radar. Then this is Little Rock. This is the radar out of Little Rock, and it's showing higher amounts. But again, we're shooting at a higher elevation here in northwest Arkansas in the river valley. But we've had quite a bit of rainfall here, and my legend is showing 1.5 inches to 2 inches according to radar. But out here, that's well over 5 inches in western Arkansas. So there's that concern for flooding. Thank you very much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Stay safe, everybody.